Alright, YouTube. Don Foss, baby. Back in the house. It's time to address a fucking liar. Okay? That's what we about to do in this video. About to address the fucking liar. Mr. Lance Hedderman down at RCR, RC Renew, is a fucking liar. Okay? And that's why I'm making this video. Because the motherfucker lied. And he fucked me out of $400 for this motor I got from him. Okay? So, you know, anybody who follow my channel know I went to RC Renew and got motors modded. You know, I'm going to tell you the story, but make a long story short, the motor went out on me. Okay? Because he modded it fucked up. And when I contacted him about it, he fucking lied to me. And I was out of my money. And I was out of a fucking motor. Because he's a fucking liar. So, anybody wanting to mod a motor in the RC game, I advise you not to go to fucking RC Renew. Okay? Not to say that the motherfucker can't mod a motor and make it run, but if he happens to fuck your motor up while he modding it, he'll fucking lie to you, and you'll be out of your money and out of your motor like me, because he's a fucking liar. Now let me tell you the story. Like I say, everybody know I got motors modded by this motherfucker. I got the Nova 28.8 that I bought straight from his website. At the time, I had a couple of motors that I wanted modded. So I sent them off to him. And the motor I got from his website was a race mod. I wanted a drag mod. So I also sent that back to him for him to mod that. Okay. Now, from the minute let me cut back. First of all, let me say this. When I got my Savage platform, it was my first Savage. It was the heaviest platform I had. And that's why I put his motor into. That's why when it wasn't showing the power that it was supposed to show, I didn't realize it because it was in a vehicle that I never had before, and it was a heavy vehicle. It was more heavier than every RC car I had down here. That's what I ended up putting this motor into. Okay? Now, I know that a Savage XL always pull wheelies on videos. Okay? So, my Savage XL wasn't pulling wheelies. And everything that I'm saying is on my fucking YouTube channel. It's in the videos, okay? And I'm glad it is. So, like I said, by me never having a Savage, I was unsure of the performance that it was supposed to be doing. But I know what I would see on the video. And this is a Nova Rossi 28.8 modded with a back plate on it. No pull start, no roto start, back plate running Savage. So I'm thinking, why is it not popping wheelies? And you can hear me when I'm running the Savage in my videos where the title say RCR. You can hear me saying little stuff like, oh, it only got a little bit of low end, or or low end is okay, you know. So, like I said, the Savage was one of my vehicles that I wasn't really too satisfied with, but I really wouldn't say nothing on my videos because, I pump up my motors, but you could clearly see that it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. And I was kind of saying, well, it's all right, and I got to mess with the gearing. You would hear me say stuff like that about the Savage because it was never performing like I thought it was supposed to, okay? And I went, I drove it that summer, and after I started driving it, it started making a little sound, this little extra sound besides just the plain motor running. I would hear like this little extra sound, right? Not really knowing what it was, not knowing if it was the truck or the motor. I really didn't know what it was. I just knew it was making a sound, and I hadn't just went back through it and just to see what it was, but I noticed it was making a different sound. So I goes all the way into the winter time. When I put up my cars and went into the winter, I was still wondering, why wasn't it, but I really didn't think nothing of it because, like I said, the truck was the heaviest and it had a little bit of power, but it wasn't really pulling wheelies. So when I went in that winter, okay, over that winter, I had got a couple of new cars, couple of new motors, and I happened to switch the motor from the Savage to one of my truckies. Because I said I'm going to make the RB mods race with the RCR race. So I put both of the Nova Rex Legends in the truckies over the winter. By that time, I had got a new Rex Legend 28, got it modded by R&B Mods, and put it in the Savage. Okay? Now, like I said, it's in my videos. When I started that Savage up for the next summer to start driving it, it was pulling wheelies like crazy and snatching off like crazy. Way different than the other engine that was in there when I had the RCR engine in there. So that let me know something. Now, and I drove this before the truckie. Now, when I go to fire the truckie up with the old Savage engine in it, the RCR motor, it's still making this fucking sound that it was making in the Savage. So that let me know, oh, it wasn't the Savage, it was the motor. Okay? So I'm about to race. They had a race with the two Rex Legends, but when I started to trying to heat the car up, I'm like, this bitch ain't moving right. I'm heating them both up at the same time. My friend got one and I got the other one. I got the RCR and he had the Nova, the RB Mods. His shit taking off crazy in the Mugen. We getting lined up ready to race. I'm like, this shit ain't right. And that is when I came home that night, when I brung all my cars home. That's when I took that motor out and I finally looked into the back of it. Remind you, a whole fucking winter had went by. And that's when I looked into the back of it and noticed scratches on the damn piston and sleeve. Okay. So I'm on the phone with this motherfucker. And, I know, when they come to mod these motors and you calling a modder back, first of all, when you go into this mod motor shit, you know that you can get fucked. Because if a modder don't mod your motor right and fuck it up, it's up to him to stand up to what the fuck he done and hold his responsibility to what the fuck he done. Replace your motor, okay? And if they don't do that, then you fucked out your money. It's as simple as that. Ain't nothing really you can really do to these modders, when they fuck your motor up and tell you a lie. Okay, so I called his ass back and I said, this piston in this sleeve is scratched. And of course, he goes straight to, like anybody would go to, did I get something in the motor? Okay, of course, that's where everybody gonna go to. Was it my fault? Okay, because it's either my fault or your fault. Okay, Rex Legend 28. So I let him know. I'm very anal about my motors. Ain't nothing getting in them. This is how I treat my motors. I even put something over that little on the carburetor. If I remove the exhaust, if I remove this, I cap it up. If I remove a line, I cap it up. I keep all my motors capped up. I buy brand new motors, and I send them to get them modded before I even, so I'm spending money on this shit. Don't think I ain't capping up my fucking motors. Don't even let that breathe out your mouth that, oh, maybe I let something get in it. So I let him be known on the phone right there. Hey, I'm very anal about my motors. I spend a lot of money on them. Ain't no way I'm letting nothing get into them, okay? So we can go somewhere else with why the piston is grievous scratch, right? Now this is what he tells me next. This the shit that blew my mind, fucking liar. This is what he tells me. Oh, okay, well, Nova Rossi, okay? He tells me that Nova Rossi, in the pandemic, when they was going out of business, put some bad parts in they motherfucking motors. They put a bad bearing in the back of they Nova Rossi 28/8s, okay? Stupid ass lie that he told me. Okay, I'm listening to the dumb shit. And so he says, now this bearing that they put in back of here, after it rolls for so long, the ball bearings inside the bearing, the little balls, they chip away little pieces of metal, listen to this, that you can't see with your eye. You need a magnifying glass to go in here and see the metals that chipped away from these balls, and that's what gets into these pistons and sleeve and scratches them up. See, when he told me that story on the phone, right there, I knew I was fucked. Cause that's bullshit. It sounds like bullshit. You understand? We talking about one of the top engine selling companies in the world. Nova Rossi, okay, I know we gotta speak for Nova Rossi, okay? When you see a Nova Rossi posted in the groups, only good things said about it. If it's posted anywhere, you ain't never heard nobody talking about nothing bad parts of no Nova Rossi. When the LRP 32 had a bad fucking sleeve, everybody knew about it. You can't hide it, okay? So if Nova Rossi putting bad shit in their motors, you can't hide it, okay? Which I know the fuck they ain't doing. And then this magnifying glass bullshit about how you gotta look through a magnifying glass to even see the shit. That shit all sound like some bullshit to me, and that's just exactly what the fuck it was, okay? So I tell the motherfucker, all right. So I listened to that shit. Like I said, when he said that, I knew I was fucked. And then notice how I'm the first to blame. Nova Rossi the second to blame. Now he want to say, okay, send the motor in, and if it was my fault, I'll take care of it. But if it was the bands, I can't do nothing about it. You the last motherfucker to blame. But you the one modding on the damn sleeve. Okay? Just listen to the bullshit that he told me, okay? I didn't think nothing of it at the time, because you know what? Like I said, in my mind, I knew I was fucked and wasn't nothing I can do about it. I'm out of a motor. I didn't even want to send it back to him, because I know that he gonna call me up and say, okay, it was the bearings. But I mailed it off to the motherfucker anyway. Okay, and sure enough, he come calling me back a couple of weeks later. Yeah, it was the bearings. Nah, nothing I can do about it. I mailed your motor back. Have a nice day. What? That's it. And that was it. And you see, just how that shit dropped just like that, you fucked out your goddamn money just like that. Have a nice day. Okay? And that's some total bullshit. And like I say, I didn't really think nothing about the shit. But as the time went by, I just get to thinking. Because it always sounded like bullshit to me. I said, hold on. My motherfucking motor say Rex Legend at the top. He said at the end of their run, when they was making fucking truggy heads. Okay? To let you know that the motherfucker be lying. Okay? So I called the motherfucker back. It was a little while ago, a couple days ago, a couple years later, just to let him know. Knowing I know he ain't gonna do shit about it, because he was gonna do shit about it, he would have done it then. Just to let him know, motherfucker, you a liar. And you know what I'm saying? So I called him back now. Oh, he don't remember shit. All of a sudden, I get to explaining the story about the Bears. You don't remember shit because you get so many people. That's another thing that let me know the motherfucker lying. So you get so many people calling you about you fucking their motor up? No. So you should know. And then here's the thing. When the motherfucker told me that shit, I said, so how many fucking people this to happen to? Oh, you're number 5. You're the 5th person. They called me back. So you keeping count of the shit, but all of a sudden you don't know what the fuck going on. Cause it's a couple of years later. Motherfucker, I smoke weed. I know what the fuck going on. Just like I know you know what the fuck going on with your lying ass. Okay? He can't remember shit because he gets so many people. You don't get so many people calling you telling you they motor fucked up. So you should remember me clear as day. Soon as I mention the shit about YouTube, the first thing you say, oh, Don. So you know who the fuck I am. And you know what the fuck you did to that motor. And you know Nova Rossi ain't put shit bad in no motors. You fucking lied about it. It's simple as that. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm making this video about his ass. Because he's a fucking liar. And he got me out my fucking money. And you can see why I sent it back to him. You see 2 stickers on there. Because it was a race mod at first. I sent it back to his ass to make it a drag mod. And when I got these motors, yeah, I opened all of them up and put it on YouTube. And I took it down because John Bottigiel was like, no, you shouldn't do them, put more work out there like that. But I'm about to put them right the fuck back up. Because when I made them videos, I said shit in them that I want y'all to hear. Okay? Because I said, after I looked at both of their work, and it's all on camera, okay? They do good work, but guess what? Rick is better. Rick is better with cleaning up his metal. RCR leaves fucking jagged edges. Y'all gonna hear me say that in the video. When I opened up the first motor, I said, okay, they doing good work, but this is my first motor I'm opening. By the time I opened up the Nova Rossi motors, I didn't open all 3 of these motors now, and at the end of that video, I give you an overall of what I think about all 3 of the motors, and you will hear me say in the video, if you watch it, that Lance leave fucking jagged edges on his fucking sleeves. Rick cleans his sleeves up good, and he does more work to the fucking motor, okay? Lance does less work, and he leave fucking jagged edges on his sleeves. Exactly what can fuck your piston up. That's exactly what the fuck he did to my motor. And then he want to lie on Nova Rossi about the shit. Bullshit. You can clearly see in my video, when my Savage went from RCR to RB Mods, the bitch was snatching off and pulling wheelies. You can clearly see it. When they had an RCR with the black body, it ran like shit. And it never popped wheelies, only one time. And I was shocked when it did that. because the motor wasn't never right from break-in. Because soon I start breaking the motherfucker in, the sleeve starts scratching. And the more it scratched, the more that little sound I'm telling y'all about used to come. Because it didn't come when I first started running the Savage. But the more I ran it, I was like, well, okay, now what is that? Because when it was brand new and I first started rolling, but that's the more that sleeve was scratching. Now I hear this little sound. That's what it was. Simple as that. And like I said, y'all gonna hear me say in the video how he leave jagged ass edges on his sleeve and do jagged ass work. So like the proof is in the pudding. And I'm glad I kept them videos because like I say, I'm about to put them right back up. And if you can't see the jagged edges, you're gonna hear me talking about them in the videos because they there. And they there on land sleeves because that's what he leave when he be modding shit. And that's what fucked my piston up. And he gonna lie and blame the shit on Nova Rossi. Ain't nobody never known Nova Rossi for putting shit in the back of their motors. When I called his lying ass back some years ago, he gonna lie again. Yeah, they was putting bearings and con rods, these faulty rods. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't never heard no shit like that long as I've been in Nitro. Oh yeah, I called Rick about this shit. Yeah. I called Rick Brady. You ever heard of some shit like that? Hell no. Not in my 40 years of modding. I ain't never heard no shit about no bearing bars coming loose with no microfine glass that you gotta see the shit. I ain't never heard no shit like that. Another reason to let you know you fucking lying. A fucking liar. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell all the Nitro brothers about your ass. That RCR, RC Renew shit, he's a fucking liar. Out of $400 fucking with this motherfucker. And he a fucking liar on the other end of the phone to fucking have a nice day. Like I'm stupid. I ain't stupid, motherfucker. I know you lying. I know Nova Rossi ain't putting shit bad in no motors. I'm just listening to your lying ass on the other end of the phone. If you ever watch this video. You lying motherfucker. And I'm about to post that shit. And I probably put it in the fucking groups too. For they to see that jagged ass work your ass be doing. Alright, YouTube. Had to talk about this motherfucker because he a liar. Fucking got me on my $400. He should have fucking sent me a motor or sent me my money back. I wouldn't have made this shit.